Welcome, fellow gaming enthusiasts, to Tech Sensory Solutions. Today we're taking a nostalgic dive into the annals of arcade history. Join us as we explore a game that captivated a generation and left an indelible mark on the world of gaming. Get ready to relive the joy, the challenge, and the sheer brilliance of Arkanoid. Released in 1986, Arkanoid wasn't just another arcade game, it was a phenomenon. Its simple yet addictive gameplay, coupled with its vibrant visuals and captivating sound design, made it an instant classic. Today we'll delve into what made Arkanoid so special, exploring its development, its gameplay, and its enduring legacy. Arkanoid was the brainchild of Taito, a Japanese video game developer and publisher with a rich history of innovation. The company had already made its mark with iconic titles like Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble, but Arkanoid would cement its place as a gaming legend. While the exact development team behind Arkanoid remains somewhat shrouded in mystery, it's clear that they poured their hearts and souls into crafting a game that was both instantly engaging and endlessly replayable. Their efforts paid off as Arkanoid quickly became a global sensation, captivating players of all ages and backgrounds. Arkanoid's story is one of cosmic proportions. Players take on the role of the pilot of the Vaus, a small spacecraft on a mission to rebuild the destroyed planet Arkanoid. The antagonist, DOH, stands in your way, determined to prevent the reconstruction of Arkanoid. Your only weapon? A seemingly simple, yet surprisingly versatile energy ball. With each successful bounce of this energy ball, you chip away at DOH's defenses, bringing you closer to your goal of restoring Arkanoid to its former glory. Section 4. Bouncing to Victory. Arkanoid's gameplay. Arkanoid's gameplay is deceptively simple, yet fiendishly addictive. You control the Vaus, a paddle at the bottom of the screen, tasked with keeping an energy ball in play. The objective is to break all the colourful bricks at the top of the screen by strategically bouncing the ball off your paddle and into the bricks. However, Arkanoid is far from a passive brick-breaking experience. As you progress, the game throws a variety of challenges your way. Some bricks require multiple hits to break, while others release power-ups that can help or hinder your progress. Section 5. Through the Cosmos, Arkanoid's levels. Arkanoid's journey takes players through a visually stunning and progressively challenging set of levels. Each level features a unique arrangement of bricks, each with its own color and durability. As you progress, the levels become increasingly complex, testing your reflexes and strategic thinking. From simple, symmetrical layouts in the early stages to intricate maze-like formations later on, Arkanoid's level design is a testament to the developers' creativity and their commitment to providing a balanced and engaging gameplay experience.
Music. The music in Arkanoid 1986 is a simple, yet memorable part of its charm. The game features a catchy, repetitive loop of electronic music composed by Yuzo Koshiro, a prominent video game composer. Koshiro's work on Arkanoid is recognized for its energetic, synthesized melodies that match the fast-paced, reflex-driven gameplay. The soundtrack is minimalistic, creating an upbeat and slightly hypnotic atmosphere that helps players stay engaged during longer sessions. Though the music may seem straightforward by today's standards, it was an effective part of the arcade experience and contributed to the game's addictive quality. Secrets. Arkanoid has a few notable secrets and hidden features which contributed to its replay value and player satisfaction. Some of the most famous include 1. Hidden power-ups. In certain stages, players can trigger hidden power-ups by hitting specific blocks or performing certain actions, like breaking blocks in a certain order. These power-ups could give players an extra life or unlock special bonuses like a laser paddle, which allowed the paddle to shoot at blocks. 2. Cheat codes. While the game's arcade version was largely about skill and progression, some versions of Arkanoid included cheat codes or debug modes. One such cheat allowed players to skip levels, granting them easier access to the later stages of the game. 3. Level select. In some home console versions, players could access a level select menu by entering a specific code, bypassing the need to play through all the levels sequentially. These secrets were a fun part of the game's appeal, offering additional layers of depth for dedicated players. Endings. The ending of Arkanoid is relatively straightforward. After clearing all 32 levels, including several bonus stages, the player faces off against the game's final boss, a large alien-like entity known as Do, the antagonist of the game. Defeating Do marks the conclusion of the game. However, the ending is somewhat open-ended. Once players defeat Do and reach the final screen, a message congratulates them, but it's not much of a detailed narrative closure. The final screen simply shows the player's score, and the game is ready to be played again. This lack of a detailed ending is typical for many arcade games of the era, where the focus was more on continuous play and high scores rather than narrative resolutions. Worldwide sales and profit, Arkanoid was a massive commercial success, both as an arcade game and later as a home console port. The arcade version was released by Taito in 1986, and it quickly became one of the top-earning arcade games of that year. While exact figures for total sales and profit vary, estimates suggest that the game earned millions of dollars globally. The arcade machine was widely distributed, and it had a major presence in gaming arcades across North America, Japan, and Europe. It is estimated that Arkanoid grossed somewhere around $50 million in arcade revenues during its peak, a significant sum at the time. The success of Arkanoid also paved the way for home console adaptations. Versions for the NES, Commodore 64, and other platforms helped further boost the game's overall earnings. These home versions generated additional profits, solidifying Arkanoid as one of the leading puzzle-based arcade games of the 1980s. Legacy. Arkanoid holds a special place in gaming history and has left a lasting legacy that extends far beyond its original release. The game introduced a combination of action and puzzle elements that influenced countless games in the years that followed. It popularized the breakout genre, which involves bouncing a ball against blocks to clear levels, and inspired numerous sequels, clones, and spin-offs. 1. Influence on game design. Arkanoid is often credited with refining the brick breaker genre. It added power-ups, varying level designs, and unique challenges that enhance the basic formula introduced by the original Breakout, 1976. Many later games, such as Alleyway for the Game Boy or DX Ball for PCs, owe their design to Arkanoid. 2. Cultural impact. The game was a significant part of the arcade boom during the mid-80s, contributing to the overall popularity of video gaming. Its simple yet addictive mechanics made it accessible to casual gamers, while still offering enough challenge for dedicated players. 3. Spin-offs and revivals. Over the years, Taito has released numerous sequels and spin-offs, including Arkanoid Returns 1997 and Arkanoid vs. Space Invaders 2016, which mixed the classic gameplay with new elements. The game's most iconic element, the paddle ball mechanic, has appeared in various other forms in pop culture, including other video games, mobile apps, and even digital screensaver games. 4. Modern influence. Arkanoid is widely regarded as one of the most influential early arcade titles. Many modern games still carry its legacy, and Arkanoid-inspired mechanics can be seen in mobile games and casual gaming platforms that prioritize easy-to-learn, yet hard-to-master gameplay loops. In summary, Arkanoid not only created a genre, but helped define the arcade experience of the 1980s. Its innovative design, catchy music, and lasting influence on the gaming industry have secured its place in the pantheon of classic video games. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel.